What's up, guys? Shane and Whitney here with Starnes Life. We just got back from Disney Springs. We ate dinner at T-Rex and we thought we would give you guys our honest review of T-Rex for this experience.
April 2017.
We've been to T-Rex several times before and we normally love T-Rex. So we've always had great experience. The food has always been great and we've never had any complaints. This time was a bit different, and maybe because of the time of year that we're here.
Yeah, it is spring break time.
So crowds are huge right now here in Disney, well, all over Disney Springs. And so that may have been a factor in some of our experience. I guess first of all, we'll just talk about the atmosphere of T-Rex. That was still perfect.
Perfect.
My favorite part in T-Rex is the big ice room. It has all the pretty lights. It turns blue and then it turns red and pink.
We actually sat in the rainforest room this time though, and I mean, it was nice. I like sitting there. One thing about sitting in the rainforest room though, to me it's the most crowded part of the entire restaurant. So it's literally like table on top of table on top of table. And
that kind of was frustrating because in that particular room, if you've ever been in there, there are tables kind of spread out around the outer perimeter of the room, and then there's a bunch of tables in the center. We were in the center, so that meant that when the tables filled up around us, it was nearly impossible to get away from our table.
To go to the bathroom, if your
which
kids
we had to do. Our kids had to get up and use the bathroom.
Times.
And the reason they had to get up so much is because we spent about 3 hours in there.
Not really 3 hours. No, we spent like 2 hours.
It was at least a good 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
It felt like forever though.
Yeah, it did. Because we got there at 5:15 and we left about 7:15.
Yeah, so and then I was kind of impressed with our waiter because he's able to like kind of do the maze, because he literally, you could see him coming and he'd have to kind of do the maze through the tables just to get to us because there was no straight path to your table. You really did have to find just the best opening in between tables and kind of weave your way, and just you kind of had to politely say excuse me to those around you because you were going to bump into people because things were just so close.
Yeah.
But other than that, there are animatronic dinosaurs, which the kids loved.
Right.
And they make the noises.
Although I will say, I know T-Rex is not like an old restaurant there. It's not as old as, say, like Rainforest Cafe. But to me, the animatronics are kind of starting to show their age a little bit.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
and they look like they could use a good dusting. For sure.
Everything in that restaurant needs a good dusting, especially the stuff on the ceiling. It seems like needs to be dusted and cleaned.
Yeah. They still do the meteor shower show, which our kids really enjoy.
And normally you're in there for about, you know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
And so you only see it 2 or maybe 3 times, but we saw it like 6 times.
And it got old. It really did.
Real old.
When you're in there that long, it gets a little old. So next we'll talk about the food. Our favorite thing on the menu is the appetizer. What's it called? Basically, it's
the super sampler.
Yeah, it's like the super sampler. It's a tower of food, and it includes like this bruschetta, which is tomato, basil, bread, and ricotta cheese, and then
a
balsamic reduction on top. It's incredible.
It's the best thing there. And it's my favorite bite on Disney property.
It was definitely the best thing at T-Rex for sure.
To me, well, literally that's like the best thing. What I order, that and my entree, here, get me in the frame. What I order is the best thing. And I've had multiple things from the menu, and to me, that's the 2 things that I get, that sampler, and then the my meal is the best thing.
Now, on that sampler, there's also like a cheese dip, which is okay.
It's just
it has a chicken and cheese quesadilla, which is again just okay, and then onion rings, which are just okay. Pretty much everything in that restaurant.
$21.96. Okay.
Everything in that restaurant is not great, but not bad.
It's kind of like Applebee's to me.
Kind of, yeah, absolutely.
It reminds me of Applebee's.
It's like Applebee's style food. It's just kind of in the middle.
Right.
And what did you have for dinner?
I had the mushroom portobello mushroom ravioli, and it's very good. I mean, I enjoy that a lot.
You like it enough to get it every time we go?
Well, because I don't like the other stuff. Like, I'm not a big meat eater anyway, so it's not like.
Did you know that?
Well, not like normally when I go, I get it's like they call it the Boneyard Buffet, and it's chicken and ribs and like fries. And we had barbecue earlier in the day, so I didn't get that. Instead, I got something that I really enjoyed. It was a seasonal dish that they had that was kind of Asian inspired. It was a teriyaki steak with an ahi tuna that had a wasabi glaze on top, and it also had jasmine rice on the side. I love the rice. It was perfectly cooked, and it's jasmine rice. Not much can go wrong with that. The tuna was also perfectly cooked. It was just seared and it was still raw in the center. And I really enjoyed the aioli sauce that went on top. And then it came with a side of soy sauce.
You let me try the tuna, and to me it was bland.
But you didn't dip it in the soy sauce. And when you dipped it in the soy sauce, it really set it off and gave it just that extra element of flavor. And I really liked that. The steak, however, I ordered it medium, and it came out raw.
It literally still, I'm surprised, it just looked like a shaved cow.
Well, I remember telling Whitney.
It looked like a shaved moo cow.
Remember I said, I'm glad that I ordered it medium.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have even put it on the grill at all.
It was cold. Like, no, literally,
it was definitely cold in the center. I couldn't eat all my steak, and I'm normally...
It was as red as your shirt in the middle.
It was bad. Now, I normally order my steaks medium rare because I like for them to be not overcooked.
Right. No, I mean, we don't want gray meat.
Yeah, but I ordered it medium just because I figured, you know, if you order it medium...
It was like rolly.
Most people can get medium right, but this was definitely raw.
And if you say, well, why didn't you send it back? Well, we didn't send it back because...
It took 40 minutes.
It literally took 40 minutes in between our appetizer and our entree. It took forever.
Now, as far as the dessert is concerned, we were basically full. And we ordered the dessert because it came with our Disney dining plan. We'd already paid for it. So we went on ahead and got it. The experience was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
What was it called? The
Extinction Chocolate
Extinction.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the smoking dessert. They put the liquid nitrogen or the dry ice in the center, and it makes all the smoke. It looks really great. It's a neat presentation.
But it's just...
It's brownies and ice cream is really all it is.
It's not hot brownies either. It's cold brownies. If it was hot brownies, it would be a lot better.
So definitely T-Rex, the food is not like the thing you go for. You go for the experience and the ambiance. And normally you go for the service because normally they have great service. Like I said, it's spring break time, totally busy. And this time the waiter was great. There's nothing that he could do about the kitchen being slow. He came around and filled our glasses up and made sure that we had plenty of drink, and he made sure that we were taken care of. Any condiments that we needed or anything, he came by and checked on us. He let us know, hey, you know, the kitchen's backed up, there's nothing I can do. So it wasn't his fault. It was just they were very slow in the kitchen, and that made for kind of a poor experience. And then when we left, because we got there at 5:30? 5:15. There was just a mass of people waiting because they were so slow in the kitchen, they weren't moving anybody out.
It was a 3-hour wait when we left.
Which is kind of ridiculous. They could have solved a lot of that just by being a little speedier in the kitchen. As great of an experience as we normally have with T-Rex, I have to say that I'm slightly disappointed with this experience that we had, and I'm not sure that we'll go back anytime soon. I wouldn't recommend it in the busy season at all. If you're gonna go in the slow season, go in December, go in October. Yeah. But just don't go in the middle of spring break because they can't handle a crowd, or at least
the thing that I thought was kind of strange is there were empty tables, plenty of empty tables, but I think what their problem is during spring break is they overbook and are understaffed. I think that's the problem. They overbook and understaff. Yeah. And I think they could really just do better by staffing more people.
If they had more people working there, they probably would have had an easier time getting to everybody. But anyhow, guys, that has been our review of T-Rex. If you liked it, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of us at starnslife.com. Also, be sure to hit up the link in the description, and we will help you to plan your next Disney trip. If you mention this video, we'll give you a $20 gift certificate with your completed booking. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed. We'll see you in the next one.